time to enjoy.
I had some leftover dough from making a loaf of bread. The benefit of being able to make the bread that I like and be able to formulate my own recipes is that I can actually formulate one recipe that will be for a bread, but then bread based items. So I have this extra piece of bread of dough that didn't work, and I've left it to ferment. So I thought, let's make a focaccia on it, but I actually need some garlic paste. I couldn't find garlic paste, so we're going to make our own. So literally I have a clove of garlic, my microplaner, and we are going to run it across there. The benefit of doing this is I can do it in small batches. I don't have to buy a whole lot. I can buy exactly what I use or make exactly what I want. And also, I know how old it is because sometimes these sauces and that have shelf lives of 6 and 9 months, and I certainly don't want something that has a shelf life of that. So in here I only have my garlic, and I'm going to put salt. Salt does two things. The main thing being it's a preservative, but it also brings out your garlic flavor. And oil. Now you can choose the oil that you want to put into here. You can put olive oil, you can put avocado oil, but for this I'm happy with just ordinary table salt oil. We sit down and we're just going to mix it up, and the salt and the oil turns my grated garlic into a paste. Now this, I have two options. I can keep this as a paste, I can use this as it is, or I can add it into butter and make garlic butter. So plain and simple, nothing complicated, and garlic paste. It's gluten-free and it works. So now I have this clump of dough, and it is a clump of dough. Now it's been fermenting overnight. Yeah, I made pizzas. Actually, I made pizzas on 2 nights ago. So it's really been around for a long time. So I now have a clump of dough. And making gluten-free focaccia, you don't actually need to make it that it stays around for so long. You can make it. My bread I always have about 400 grams or 300 grams if I don't make a full-size loaf. That is like leftover. Now you can make a thin focaccia, you can make a thick focaccia. It's entirely up to you what you're going to do with your focaccia. Mine, I just like a garlic and salt focaccia. So, I'm going to take some oil. To make some holes. I'm going to take this bit of garlic and we're just going to spread it all over the place. I can spread it out as thinly, as thickly, as much garlic as I want. I can see where it's going. All I smell is garlic, which is this tiny bit we can either use or we can keep for the next loaf of bread. With it in, with salt and oil in it, it's really well preserved. So I am going to put some more salt on here, but instead of putting fine salt on it, I'm going to put coarse salt onto it, and I am going to put some herbs onto it. So garlic and rosemary works on there, but now I've rather stupidly put it on here without putting it onto a onto a piece of paper now. That was doof, really doof. Let's see if we can rescue it. So, back to spreading it out. Might as well use this extra little bit, a tiny bit of garlic that we have left with the oil. This is going to hold the garlic, but you know what? I'm not going anywhere, so it's okay. So we now are going to make the holes for the oil to actually rest in, making sure that we don't go all the way through. But you know what? It just makes a puddle, which is always such interesting thing. Now what you can also put flavored oil onto this. I have taken herbs and sun-dried tomatoes and put them into oil. So I actually have a flavored oil which I put onto here. And it's already got herbs and that in it, and you can actually flavor. So you're not governed by anything. That's the fun thing about making things yourself. They're all different. We'll be back. Okay, so I've just got mixed herbs here. You could put focaccia. Is such a personal thing. You can do pictures. You can do whatever you like on it. On there, some coarse ground salt, and I think just because we can, I'll put some sliced tomato on it. I usually do little ones, but I don't seem to have any in the fridge. So we are putting big ones on there. This we are now going to slide onto a baking sheet. And I purposefully have not flavored the tomatoes because there's a lot of other stuff going on there. We take this, I'm going to put this in the oven and we'll come back once it's cooked. My focaccia I usually cook for about half an hour, but it depends entirely how thick you're going to do it. So I'm going to watch it, and because it's the first time I put whole tomatoes onto it, I'm going to investigate it. So I shall keep you posted as to how long I actually cook that one. Stick around. Well, this is now come out the oven. I cooked it for 15 minutes, and you can see there's not much of a rise in it. But it's what I like. So the benefit is you can do whatever you like with it. Time to enjoy.